So I was listening to this podcast recently, and somebody mentioned a very interesting term which I think is quite freeing, so to speak. And they spoke of something such as the cost of anxiety. When you have to do something right, your brain tells you shouldn't do it, and it starts listing various reasons why you shouldn't do it. Say I have to go ahead and start a new business, and I've just been delaying it and delaying it and delaying it. I'm actually understanding that I am telling my brain that I'm delaying it just because I feel I'm waiting for things to be anxious. Like I'm waiting for there to be excuses in the way before I do that. And I don't understand why I'm doing that. I think there are not enough negatives. So, what is the cost of anxiety? The other day, somebody comes to me and goes like, I'm buying a building. I said, wow, that's amazing because, you're 5-6 years elder than me and you're my generation and, it's awesome that you're buying a building. He says, since you're in this industry of real estate and co-working, I thought I'll run it by you. I said, by all means. I felt very honored and happy. He said, I want to hear all the negatives you have to say about my decision to buy this building. So I asked him for some more details and he said, the building has 8 floors and it's a commercial building in Gurgaon and it costs 32 crores. I said, okay. He said the monthly rental for the building is about 25 lakhs to 30 lakhs to 40 lakhs. And there are 2 buildings and one is 30 crores, the other is 35 crores. It's a brand new building. There's 8 or 9 floors. If everything is rented out, you will get about 30 lakh rupees approximately to 40 lakh rupees approximately a month on rent. I said, will you be using an office there? Are you telling me this because you're going to get into the co-working industry? He said, no. He said, I'm telling you this because I want to get your opinion as to whether I should go ahead with this or not. I said, I was very honored that he actually gave me the opportunity to even sound off on something like that because, it would be a life goal to be able to purchase something for 30 crores, man. 30 crores, dude. That is quite a lot of money, man. And he said, look, if it's 40 lakh rupees a month that I'm getting, that's about 4.8 lakh rupees, 4.8 crores return on my investment of 32 crores, not counting interest and all that. And then he said he has a business partner he's doing this with, and he just wanted to hear what I think is the negative out. I said, I don't see it as negative, but it's something to really look into because, this is probably going to pay for itself off forever. Like it's going to be a constant source of, you're investing in a revenue generating asset, you're a revenue generating wealth product you're investing in. And that instrument is going to give you, let's say if it gives you 4 crores or 5 crores back in a year, that is almost 1/6 of your investment that you're getting back. He said, it would only make business sense to me if I get 10% of my investment back every year, so that it pays for itself off in like 8, 10, 12 years. I said, yeah, that's fine, but look at it from this aspect that you are going to keep getting a revenue source every month. And he said, yeah. And then he had 5 or 10 minutes more conversation with me and he left my office. And by the way, there was no show off in him. There was no flex in him. I asked him very candid questions and he answered them very truthfully and honestly. And I was like, wow, man, people in the world are doing this right now. Whereas, okay, I shouldn't be very harsh on myself. It's never good to be harsh on yourself. People in the world are looking to buy 30, 35 crore rupees properties, man. Like, if you look at the collective size, that's about 70,000 square feet odd worth of carpet area. That is incredible. The only advice I gave him, I said, you have to have 2 people on your payroll constantly to be able to do something like this. You know, to ensure that the maintenance is taken care of, to ensure that everything runs smoothly in the building. I'm guessing there's going to be a lift and all that. It needs to be rented out. Your clients need to stay happy. So at least a couple of people on your payrolls, and you should pay them well. You should get like 50 grand, 1 lakh a month, you know, so that they can take care of this. And they should not be too well aware about the goings on in the market, because you don't want a 2-shooter guy doing this for you. You'll probably have to go through 3 or 4 people before you find the right guy. And that right guy is also, it's up to you how you handle it. He's like, yeah, you're right. Now, this is not his main business. His main business is completely unrelated to this. And I was like just in awe, because the guy is like, what, 43, 44? And I was very impressed, man. I was like, wow, people are actually doing this in life. Now, going back to the topic which we were discussing today, the cost of anxiety. What is the cost of anxiety in your life? All of the things that you're supposed to do, but you are scared of, that is the cost of anxiety. That time period and that anxiousness which you put your mind through before you do the next action, that is the cost of anxiety. You want to go from A to B to C, but going from A to B caused you such a lot of energy, and it drained you so much that now to go from B to C, you're just marinating in the anxiety pool, and that anxiety has somewhat become a comfort zone for you. So what is the cost of anxiety in your life, and how do you negate it? How do you navigate through that, to that uneven terrain? How do you navigate through that unevenness, you know? What is the cost of anxiety in your life? Today I told myself that I'm gonna go ahead and run 3 kilometers, you know, in this room from one end to another. And then I said, oh, but what I'll do, I said, no, my brain is trying to talk me out of it. Let me not listen to my brain. Let me not negotiate with my brain. Let me just start running. So I set my watch and I ran, dude. I ran for 15 minutes and I burnt about 180 calories in that. And I was like, wow, man, what did I just do? I overcame that brain BS, you know, and I told my brain, this is the cost of anxiety and I'm not going to allow it there. I'm not going to overthink about this. I'm not going to let it stop me, you know. Another thing I really want to talk about is gut instinct. I have started listening to my gut, and my gut is more often than not right. My gut is very adventurous. My gut doesn't really bother too much for my gut instinct. It doesn't really bother too much for extended foreplays of anxiety. It really wants to get on with it, man. And I think it's a wonderful thing. If you have a gut instinct about somebody being a bad guy, go with that gut instinct. If you have a gut instinct about purchasing something outlandish or adventurous, go with that gut instinct. And more often than not, if nothing else, you'll have a very good story. And what is there to life but a bunch of stories, man? So listen to your gut more often. And as far as anxiety is concerned, what is the cost of anxiety? The cost of anxiety is your time. The cost of anxiety is probably what is keeping you back in life, you know. So ask yourself, what is the cost of my anxiety? What is the cost of my delaying the thought process? What is the cost of my prolonging this misery instead of just biting the bullet? Thank you for watching.